Hey, this is Oh My God or Omegand, or better known on YouTube and virtually everywhere else as Vince Omega. Um, Here to basically give you a intro, well, a not an announcement but an intro to this particular series. This is a tutorial series on how to play Monk for the game Dungeon Fighter Online. I was inspired to do this mainly after a conversation I had with another YouTuber called Running Wild, where Running was talking about um, some of the problems he had with the PvP community here. One of the things he mentioned is that the PvP community doesn't really reach out and teach people how to play the game, and this kind of acts as a barrier for new players wanting to get in because, of course, you want to know how to play your class in PvP, but there are so many factors that's already weighing against you right now. Gear's one of them, levels another, and things like how to set up a proper build, how to do approaches, um, things like that are not explained to you, and the community doesn't really have a strong focus on PvP. A large majority of the player base is focused on PvE and the supposed end game, such as Otherverse, Hell Mode, gearing themselves up, and spending all their gold on Kiri. I personally, I've done the whole PvE thing. I've actually geared my character out before. Oddly enough, that wasn't really my goal in PvE back then. I just happened to gear myself out due to a particular challenge from another monk and a certain boss. But for those that know that particular history, I'll just leave it at that. But mainly, what I want to do is I kind of want to rectify things, at least on my end, as a PvPer. I've been PvEing and PvPing in this game since 2009, and I have as much PvP experience as PvE. From Nexon version of DFO, people knew me as the PvE monk, as the monk that did the boss battles and did crazy things in PvE, like pre-patched priests versus the ancient dungeons when they came out, or doing kind of fun little videos like the all monk runs or whatever. Um, Now I have a very strong focus on PvP, mainly because I don't really have the same passion that I have for PvE as I had in the past, and I find PvP to be a better end game experience anyway. Like, I like fighting against people in PvP, and I generally like the vibe that I get from people who PvP. The people who PvP tend to be more laid back anyway, as opposed to taking everything too seriously. Um, but that's beside the point. The point of this particular video is to give new players a starting point for Monk. And I'm going to basically dissect the Monk from um, its moveset, its built, the way you should lay out your keys, at least from a controller perspective. I don't play Monk on keypad, so I can't tell you how to play Monk on keypad. I might bring in another Monk to give you their perspective on key bindings using a keypad. Um, I'll have to ask around. And basic strategies against other classes, subclass matchups, and basically analyzing each move based on their level caps. Hopefully, what I plan to do with this particular tutorial series is give you an in-depth, uh, in-depth, tutorial on the class in general, and hopefully this will help someone out there. With that said, let's begin.